Hey guys, take a few moments and see which one resonates with you. Group number one, group number two, and group number three. Did this a little backwards today. I recorded and then had to redo the intro. Alrighty, guys. So definitely let me know how it resonates, and I will see you guys there. Bye. Alright, group number one, for those who chose this smoky quartz. I do apologize for any background noise you may hear. So this is your reading asking, what is it you can expect for the rest of this year going into 2021? So let's get into it. So first off, you have the Two of Swords. So this tells me that there's a real conflict in the way that you're thinking. Honestly, to me, it kind of feels like you guys are going through with this. It's like you guys are trying to grow new thoughts, new way of thinking, and it's like the old way of thinking is conflicting with the new way of thinking, and it's just like, okay, so which one's right, and this is, honestly, it's something that only you can truly work through, and that's just really, sometimes it can be really difficult because it's really a conflict of spirit, and I do apologize for all the noise in the background. Oh my goodness. So anyways, this is really telling me that there's like these new thoughts, and the reason why I say like these new thoughts that are trying to grow is because there's like these like vines growing out of his head. So this really tells me that, there's some mental conflict. There's a lot of things that you are really focusing on and really dealing with. And I always suggest, like, just do whatever resonates with your soul, don't worry about what other people think or what other people have to say. Just truly go with whatever it is that resonates with your soul. So you also have the Empress. And the Empress, well, in this card or in this deck, it's fertile, so this tells me that there's a lot of things in your life that are trying to take growth, that are trying to grow and go through a new process. You're trying to give birth to something new, and that can at times be really conflicting because maybe it's like your family says one thing, but it's like you are believing or thinking different. And this is really like at the time where you want to take root within yourself. What I do when it comes to like really getting rooted and grounded, the meditation that I use is I take and I honestly imagine that there's roots coming from me, and that as I meditate, those roots become basically ignited. Like I envision light going through them, and then I take and I draw that light within myself, and I do this a couple of times to create a cycle, and it really helps me to feel grounded. And for me, being grounded is huge because I'm always all over the place. If you know me personally, you know Dottie don't ever sit down. She doesn't stay still. Like, I recently had someone, my boyfriend told me that the only time I stay still is when I'm in the kitchen. So, but yeah, so I completely understand this. So take root in the ideas and the things, because if you notice, both of these are coming from their brain. So this is something that like is really, and it's an evolution, right? And it's like right now you're dealing with some conflict. Like, is this something I should do? Should I not do it? Like, how is everybody going to feel about it? But then it's like over the next couple of months, you allow it to take root and like truly spread out to a new idea and a new way of thinking, a new way of being. Spirit does want you, make sure that your heart is open. Your heart is the middle ground, as I say all the time. and it connects your lower with your higher as well as your outer. And I'll explain those in a little more detail later on, but this is really like something within your heart. Like, this is like passion igniting, truly like becoming someone completely new. Alrighty, and then we have spiritual strength. So it tells me that like through all this conflict that you're going through, you know, and all these ideas that you're like weeding through in your mind, like spiritually, this is helping you to develop into the person that you're supposed to be, helping to take you to a new level, as well as truly bringing you to a new cycle in your spiritual growth, your spiritual evolution. And that's why sometimes, like, as hard as it is, like, we kind of have to cut out what it is that other people have to say and what other people think about what it is that we're doing. And sometimes it can be really hard, especially if, like, you come from a real big family, or family is really a strong point in your life. It can be really hard, and that comes from like a personal thing. But with the green in both of this card and the Empress card, it tells me that you really do need to make sure that your heart's open. That way, whatever it is that like you're dealing with, it will truly get into your soul by making sure that your heart's open, because your soul chakra is connected to your heart chakra. That's why I say that your heart needs to be open so that you can truly move into this soul frequency. Let's see, spiritually. Ooh, okay. So you guys got water. So, and when water comes into play, this is spirit telling you to just go with the flow and allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, whatever it is, feel it. And sometimes that can be the hardest part, because you're like, I don't want to feel feelings. Ew. Or, ew. And I mean, I completely understand that. That's how I personally am as a person, is that I don't like feeling. So, like, so gross. So, and then we have the lower world in the medicine position. When the lower world is in the medicine position, this is basically saying, like, it's almost like you've gotten caught in, like, this low kind of frequency, and spirit really wants you to, like, turn that around. This is a time to really make sure, like I was saying before, that you're rooted and that you're grounded and that you're calling in your spiritual team to help you, to help lead you, guide you, bring you in new light codes, and bring you up to a new frequency. But this is also like really dealing with shadow work as well, and making sure that you're clearing yourself for new things, you know, and these new ideas that are trying to come forth and come into light. Like, this is really spirit being like, hey boo, like, I got you, but I need you to kind of get out of this dark place, so that I can bring you forward. Alrighty, and then we have a couple goddesses here. We have Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion, and you see all this pink, like rose quartz. Might even be a great time to get yourself a piece of rose quartz. It really helps to regulate your emotions, like I was saying with the water card, is it really helps you to regulate your emotions. And that's really, like I said, you want to feel whatever it is you're feeling. So if you gotta cry, let it out. Don't hold on to it. If you're angry, recognize, why am I angry? What can I do to stop myself from being angry, you know? But take time to kind of recognize your emotions and feel your emotions. But when compassion comes in, when Kuan Yin comes into play, she is basically saying, like, hey, I really would like you to watch how it is that you're talking to other people. Make sure that you're coming from a place of compassion, that you're coming from a warm-hearted place, and it's not a place of anger. It's not a place of angst. And sometimes that can be really difficult because it's just like, but I feel like that's part of the reason why Spirit really wants you to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. Because once you're able to truly weed through your own emotions and how you're feeling about things, then you're really able to help not just yourself but other people. And hurt people, okay? So someone who is hurting will hurt somebody else. So it's about you within yourself figuring out, like, okay, so how do I stop myself from hurting? How do I stop someone else from hurting? And truly being kind and compassionate, not just with the people around you, but being kind and compassionate with yourself. So if you're, like I said, going through a bit of sadness, don't beat yourself up because you're feeling sad. Don't be upset because things aren't the way that you'd like for them to be, because everything will work itself out. So I definitely see a lot of growth for you over the next couple of months. And then we also have Skuld. I think that's how you say it, but the future. So this card, really when it comes into play, is saying, like, there's nothing wrong about dreaming about the future, about, seeing and seeking the future, but it's also asking you to, like, take inventory and really just be, like, okay with where you are now so that you're able to progress into the future. And don't get so caught up on, like, I should have this done, or this should be this way, or blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about all of that menagerie of things. Just truly take time to just embrace where you are and embrace the things that it is that you want, but know that, like, you worrying about them isn't going to make them come any faster. If anything, it's just going to make you more angsty in this moment and make it harder for when things do start to progress, when things do start to, look up for you. You'll end up missing it, and it makes it so much harder when you're just like, okay, and you're dead set on an outcome and you're not taking the steps to be able to get there. That's a huge thing. Oh, yeah, so your last two cards, I love it, because remember how I said you needed to open up your heart to get to your soul? Well, the two chakra cards that I pulled are soul chakra cards. So I'm going to start with 35. So soul healing. Remember how I was saying, like, it's time to do a little bit of shadow work. And the thing about shadow work is you can sit here and be like, oh no, I'm fine. I have nothing to work on within myself. Use a hotline. Because if you live in, you breathe in, and you still have health, guess what? You have shadow work. Because basically when you're done dealing with all the crap that you have to deal with, that's the time when the universe is like, I'm gonna need that avatar back. I'm gonna need that soul back. So, yikes. It looks like it's really a time to do some soul healing and igniting that passion within you. And I love it because this is basically what, like, when I envision my roots, like, how I envision that light. And this is really, it's really intuition based. Like, this is really your intuition trying to, like, come forward and trying to show you and guide you the way. But you've got to be able to take it, and really be able to embrace your intuition and your soul, find out any healing that it is that you need to do from your inner child, because a lot of the times our inner child has things that we have never addressed. So really embrace your inner child and see what it is that she or he or they need. Y'all already know I don't yuck nobody's yums. Alright, and then we have, Angels and Masters. So with this, it's one of my favorite cards. This is a 33. It breaks down to a CX, my life path number. Um, so, but this is really like you becoming in alignment with who you are and spreading your wings and flying and knowing that your guides, your angels, the ascendant masters, whoever it is that you connect with are right there to lead you, to guide you, and they want you to spread your wings. They want you to be in alignment, and they're truly guiding you along your path right now. You just have to be open to it and really, like I said, take root within yourself and watch things change, because over the next couple of months going into 2021, I really see you becoming a master of yourself. And truly shedding away any old ideas or old beliefs that aren't serving you, that don't go along with your life purpose. Because a lot of the times we pick up what other people have for a purpose. Alrighty, everybody. Definitely let me know how this resonates with you, and definitely come back. Let me know how 2021 came in. Okay? Alrighty, see you guys later. Bye! Hey guys, so for those who chose this piece of malachite, let's get into it. Okay. So we have hope, we have the wedding game, and we have balance. Okay, so let's get to hope first. So when it comes to hope, this is the light card. The light card. This is the star card. This is basically spirit being like, so right now, it's like you're holding on to basically this seed, and you're like, I really want this to grow, but like what you can't see because my camera, unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna pick up on it. But do you see all the, like, it's like this one person, but he's surrounded by so many people and surrounded by so many other people who are like-minded by him. So I feel like this is spirit telling you that you're not alone. I'm not exactly sure why I'm feeling that, but I really feel like this is spirit telling you that you're not alone. And right now it might seem like it, especially if you're starting out on a new venture, and you're planting seeds. This is basically spirit telling you, like I said, you're not alone. There are people around you who will really end up helping you with what it is that you're trying to plant, the new light cones that it is that you're trying to bring in, because I feel like you're trying to bring in something new and fun and exciting, and I do apologize for the background sounds. And then we also have the waiting game. So what I honestly love about this card is the fact that it, like, on the top, it's this root, like it's this tree growing, but at the bottom it's these roots taking hold. And this is really, to me, it's about finding the balance in between, and basically this person's like going around and around in circles because they're waiting on this thing to happen. And it's okay, you've got to wait and wait and allow your seed to take root. And it will. This is spirit really telling you that the things that you're planting right now are really going to take root. They may take some time. That's why you're waiting. But this is really about you just breathing. Breathe, relax, shake, let it go. And that's really what it is that I feel like Spirit's trying to ask you to do right now, is just breathe, struck, shake, let it go, relax. Relax. Sorry about that. I had something to do real fast. But breathe, struck, shake, let it go, relax, and allow things to just grow. You know, you have to plant a seed, and you don't get things to, you don't just plant a seed and tomorrow you have fruit on that plant. You've got to give it time to root, to grow, and to get to the level that it is that you're hoping for. So definitely, like, don't drive yourself crazy waiting on an outcome. Allow things to happen. You also have balance. I don't know why the first thing I thought about when I saw this is alchemy. So, if you've been interested in alchemy, I feel like this would be a great time to understand that. And really, alchemy is all through everything. It's in the Bible, it's literally everywhere. So, and this is literally talking about the balance between your brain, like basically, you were thought, and so you exist, and your soul is, you know. And this is really spirit being like, you need to find balance. This is also, I do love how you got 11 and 2. 11 breaks down to 2. 2 is a number of duality as well as partnerships, and this is really, I feel like more than anything, this is you becoming partners with spirit, with the other side, and truly finding that balance between light and darkness, and truly coming out of the darkness, because it's like he's descending, you know. And so it's like coming out of the darkness and going into the light, and it's just so beautiful. And it's like he has all this illumination around him, and it's just so wonderful and so beautiful. And he's learned how to balance all 4 elements. So this means balancing everything in your life, your emotions, your thoughts, your money, your passions, your love life. This is really spirit saying, like, you are about to find balance within everything. So just take a few moments and breathe, because you got this, and you really will find that balance that it is that you're seeking and that you're hoping for. So you don't see my tonsils or lack thereof. Alright. But yeah, this is really finding the balance between everything. I always think about 11s as like portals as well. So this tells me that you really are, doors are being opened for you, and that you are really going to continue to progress in a very amazing way. Like, spirit's really trying to bring you to a new level, and that's part of the reason why it's making you wait when it comes to the things that you are planting, you know. And sometimes that's the hardest and this is the hardest, because you're like, no, hold on, I want to go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so goddess cards. I love it. Danu, planting with a seed that's growing. Like, I didn't look at any of these before. I pulled these yesterday, and I'm just getting to them this morning. So, but this is Danu. This is also, she's surrounded by her heart, or by her throat chakra. This is really spirit, I feel like, telling you that you need to speak your truth. If you have some kind of truth that it is that you need to speak, and maybe you don't even know what it is, but just rest assured that it will really come to you. I love the fact that she has, if you look at her crown, she has a huge amethyst there, which tells me that spirit's really trying to connect with you and trying to open up your third eye, because that's basically the chakra. That's basically the third eye chakra. I'm sorry. But also, this is also about embracing everything it is to be feminine energy. This is the maiden, the mother, and the crone, and this is really embracing it. And I feel like spirit's like right now you're in this in between, and Spirit's really just like, no, you got this. Like, I'm about to take you to new levels. The seeds that you're planting are growing. It may not seem like it quite at the moment, but they really are. And you also got Lilith, and it kind of looks like Lilith has like the same thing going on in her forehead, but she is the goddess of independence. This is the type of energy that's like, you're no longer under somebody's thumb. You're no longer having to play by other people's rules when this comes into play. You're able to really just be you, and this is what Spirit's trying to bring you to, is this place of unity within yourself where you don't have to worry about what it is that other people think, what it is that other people are doing. You're really just doing you, and you're embracing yourself and everything it is to be you, and that is honestly the most beautiful thing. And I love it because this actually reduces right back down to a 2. And then you also have a 1 here. So Spirit's really bringing in these new parts of you, and it's about really allowing them to really take hold. Oh, so beautiful. So you have magic. So when this comes into play, this is really telling you to embrace that inner child, to truly open up yourself to the magic around you. Take time to see the synchronicities. Take time, if you're noticing the same numbers are coming up time and time again, look them up. See what it is that the universe is trying to tell you. If you're listening to a song and all of a sudden you've listened to the song 150 times, but you now understand the reason that the song was made and it was just for you, be open to moments like that, because it's truly going to bring you to a whole new beautiful level. And that's really what Spirit wants for you to do on a spiritual level, is really be open to the magic of the world around you and what it is that it's trying to teach you and show you, and truly just embrace yourself for all that it is to be you and the universe that it is that you create. So embrace that inner child, because children are able to see magic in everything around them, and this is really what Spirit is asking you to do. And then you have the Coyote. And the Coyote is in the medicine position. So this tells me that you, number one, this is not time to really be on the prowl. The prowl right now. Sorry about that. But this is time for you to really be careful in the moves that you're making. Coyotes are very meticulous, and actually, if you live in an area with coyotes, you have to be careful, because coyotes will take away your animals. When I say take away your animals, if you have a male that is unfixed, they will lure your male away and they will eat them. So basically, this being in the medicine position is telling me to watch out for any snares that might be around you, to really pay attention and understand that not everything that glitters is gold. Coyotes, the way they basically do it is they'll send a female in to lure the males away. So just be careful of anything that just seems too good to be true over the next couple of months. So just know, just really do your research, and don't be superficial when it comes to things in your approach to life, because that's not going to be the thing that helps you to truly be able to progress forward. Okay, guys, so OBG. Remember how with Danu I was like, so you need to speak your truth. Remember how it's like she's surrounded by all this blue and she needs to speak her truth. Life purpose, truth, this is your throat chakra. Okay, so when it comes down to it, this is you being in alignment with your life purpose. You also do have a lot of twos going on here. But this is really you being aligned with your life purpose and not taking no for an answer. Speaking up and truly speaking up for yourself, not just taking other people's crap just because. Like, this is you speaking up, speaking your truth. I don't know exactly what it is that means for you, but that does mean that it's time to do so. You know, but it's like by doing so, you're opening up these new doors and you're stepping into your life's purpose. You're truly becoming who it is that you were made to be, you know, and it's like the light is so blinding that you can't really see what's going on and where it is that you're going. You just know that you need to get there. And there is nothing wrong with that. And sometimes the greatest journeys are journeys that we don't even know where we're going. And we get lost along the way, but that's part of the beauty. Okay? So this is honestly, to me, just such a beautiful thing here. And then we also have spiritual awakening. I'm slightly retarded, guys. You already know when I say that, I mean remedial, like held back, like I'm special, y'all. I'm not stupid. I'm special. I'm gonna, y'all. So anyways, this is spiritual awakening. So this tells me that Spirit's really trying to bring you to a new level. And truly, I think that's kind of interesting because didn't I say that like a couple of cards ago, that Spirit's really trying to bring you into a new level and open up new doors of possibility for you and open up new avenues for you to truly just be yourself. And I feel like with independence and your life purpose, like those two cards together are telling me that you really need, there's something new that is really trying to come out. I love how you did get this spiritual awakening card, because every time I see this card, I always think about someone's third eye opening, and I'm pretty sure I said that too. So, but this is really like, so if you're having like really vivid dreams lately, or you're having, you're just seeing things and understanding things in a new way, this is like confirmation and Spirit telling you it's because your third eye is opening and you're stepping into a new level within yourself. Alrighty, guys. Definitely let me know how this resonates. I'll see you later. Bye! Alrighty, guys. For those of you who chose group number 3 with this crystal, my boss wanna agate. Sorry, I picked up the cards before I picked up the crystal. Alrighty, guys. So you guys have this would be your Six of Pentacles, prosperity, and spiritual and material prosperity. It's Mercury retrograde. Ugh. So you guys also have the solar plex chakra. You have deception and envy. Bless. So this one right here, excuse me, tells me honestly that you have people around you that who don't mean the best for you. And this is Spirit bringing them to your attention and saying, hey, just be aware of their energy. Don't allow their energy to affect you, because you're a star, baby. obviously. Stars don't let people who are low vibrating entities that bother them. Bless. Have a great day. Bye. So anyways, this is Spirit really telling you, like, beware, keep your eyes open for the mask that people wear when they're around you. And just honestly, if you feel like there's a lot of like deceit going on around you, ask Spirit, be like, hey, do me a favor, let me know what it is, who it is, why it is. I need to be on the lookout. And Spirit will definitely let you know. Do not be asking these questions if you don't want to know, because it may be your best friend. It may be your boss, may even be your mama. I'm just saying. And this could, but this is definitely a Spirit thing. There are some things, I feel like some things will really be brought to light, especially if you ask Spirit to bring them to light. Just don't be mad when things start illuminating, okay? So, we also got solar plex. So, your solar plex chakra, it's self-explanatory. It is where your solar plex is. So, right beneath your breastbone, basically. So, this is really Spirit telling you, like, it's time to find your personal power, your determination. It's time to pick where it is you're going and do nothing to stop yourself from getting there. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do this with my life. And I'm not going to let anybody tell me what it is that I can and cannot do. I'm not going to let anybody tell me anything, because remember, you have people around you who aren't necessarily what it is that they seem. So take it with a grain of salt, number one. Number two, make sure you're connecting with your spiritual guides. Don't just let people ask you or, try and put things on you without you truly getting into it for yourself. Alrighty, and then we have material and spiritual prosperity. I don't know what it is about this one card, but every time I get this one card, it trips me up for no reason. So, but this is really, like, if you look, he's going out and, like, he's gotten there. Like, this is, like, his fountains are overflowing. He's looking to the horizon for the next thing because he's determined. He has the passion behind him. He is allowing his intuition to guide him. He's balanced emotionally and he's looking for prosperity. He's also looking towards the sun. The sun helps to strengthen your solar plexus. So once again, Spirit's really putting an emphasis on your solar plexus. Making sure that it's strengthened. Oh, bless. Making sure that it's strengthened and that you're getting enough sun. And this is really like your determination calling you. Those things that it is that have been laid on you and you're like, no, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what anybody else has to say, because I'm gonna do it. Do it. Definitely do it. And just understand that not everything is meant for other people to understand. It is meant for your soul. If it was meant for them, then bless. They would have been the one that Spirit told to do it, huh? But they're not. That was you. Okay? I'm grabbing the wrong cards here. So, we have Sophia. Sophia is the goddess of divine wisdom. And we have Epona. I'm not sure how to say that. But she is a wise leader. Ooh, this is Spirit really bringing you to a new level. It's like, I feel like those who chose this pile may be those who are like super wise but don't really take credit for their wisdom. They're like, yeah, that's cool, but that's not me. That's somebody else, and that's not it. Like, Spirit's like, no, like, you you are divinely guided. Like, you have this divine wisdom. Your third eye is open. I wouldn't be surprised if you're one of those like indigo children, or where basically your whole life things have always been different for you because you've been able to see things and you've vibrated on a high frequency, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was hard for you to connect, especially with this divine wisdom and the wise leader. This wise leader also tells me that you've probably been through some things. But that's the beauty of it, is that when we go through things, we are growing through these things so that we can help those behind us. This is, yeah, I went through it, but this is how I survived it. Let me tell you about how I survived, so that you're able to drop these little seeds of wisdom, these little pearls of wisdom, and into other people, and this is really, you're meant to go through these things so that the people who come behind you have a pillar to stand on. They have somebody that they can believe in. They can look at you and be like, you know what? They went through it. And if they went through it, I can go through it. This is also, I feel like, you embracing your divine feminine. And really just understanding that a lot of people don't really want to take time to recognize or to see that feminine energy is chaos. And a lot of people who have a lot of femininity in their chart, they tend to attract chaos. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, but what I do mean is that they tend to be very creative people, because that's where creation starts, is in chaos, actually, believe it or not. And this is Spirit, like, you've been through a lot. Now it's time to embrace that creative energy, that sacral chakra, truly, and really come to a whole new level. But it's like, one thing that I love about Sophia is it's like her third eye. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you were born with your third eye open, and that you've really kind of had it open your whole life, and it's kind of hard to like know that, but like, it's just like you've always just known things. You've always had this sense of knowing, and this is Spirit, like, it's okay, boo boo, you're perfectly fine. Alrighty, so let's see spiritually what it is that you can look forward to. So you have the staff in the medicine position, and I love this because when the staff comes in the medicine position, this is basically Spirit being like, it's time to embrace your darkness. It's time to find that balance between light and dark and make them who you are, because you have this ego side for a reason. Just like you have this ball of light inside of you for a reason. So balance the two out so that you're able to move forward and to really embrace that divine feminine energy, and to be able to push yourself forward to a whole new level. Because I feel like Spirit is really trying to get you to find that balance in between the two, and it's such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing. If you're watching this pile, I really suggest that you go check out the Divine Venus. Let her know that I sent you there. Be like, hey, the brightest star, she sent me. And, let me know what you think of her, truly, because she is flipping amazing. And tell her that Dottie said that she's amazing. So, but, I just love this because it's like Spirit really wants you to take root and to allow something to grow in the darkness. And I absolutely love it when this card comes up in the medicine position. Truly. And then we have the upper world. So I feel like the reason why Spirit's like, hey, I want you to embrace this darkness. It's like Spirit really wants, and I don't know what your midheaven is, but Spirit really wants you to embrace that part of your midheaven. Check out your chart, and just, you can even Google it. What is my midheaven? And see where it is, and then see what's opposite of that, right? Because that's where it is that that's where it is that Spirit really wants you to go, is to go down to be able to come up. And you've got to embrace the lower parts of you, to be able to really get to the high points, to really be able to appreciate the high points and what it is that you do and what it is that you're supposed to do, because your midheaven is this is how you really, this is really why you came to the world. This is really what it is that you bring to the world, and that's really what Spirit wants you to do. But with also with this upper world, this is about connecting to your guides as well as your ascended, whoever it is that you connect with on the other side. Spirit really wants you to make this connection, and that's really what the upper world is connecting, not just that, but with your upper chakras as well. So, and then last but not least, you guys got, I love it, psychic development and clarity. And this is really, I love this because first off, I said with the what is it? What card was that? The Divine Wisdom, that your third eye is open, and that's, these cards are your third eye. So this tells me that the reason why you're going to this dark place, that you've had to go to this dark place to come back up, is because you're developing your psychic development, your gifts, what it is to be you, because we are all born with gifts, and it's time for a lot of us to get back to those gifts, to get back to where it is that we started from. And that's truly going to be able to help us to be able to move forward in a big and bright way. Bless the trash cans here. Hold on. Alright, hopefully we can get this done in between the trash man getting over here. So, this is about you truly developing, and I wouldn't be surprised if you have the gift of clairvoyancy, because that tends to be where this card comes out, is when you have the gift of clairvoyancy. And I feel like with this clarity card, going into this next year, your senses are going to be fully awakened. You are truly going to step into this, and your third eye is going to be wide open. So really pay attention to these things and really connect with your spirit guides. Connect with your upper chakras, because they're really trying to be ignited right now. That is such a beautiful thing. And what notes? Alrighty guys, so definitely let me know how this resonates with you, and I will see you guys later. Alright, bye!